Hey everyone, how's it going? So this rear end on the Chevy Suburban, I did figure out what happened. And I was incorrect both times, but as I looked at it more and more, it started to dawn on me what actually happened. And what actually happened is something I've never seen before. Not to this extreme. So, I didn't pay attention to it, but when I knocked the front race out, the one that's right behind the seal, when I knocked the race out, it came out pretty darn easy. But for some reason I just wasn't thinking about it. And I was like, okay. But when I went to go actually do the bearings on the pinion gear, all of a sudden, that's when it dawned on me. I was like, oh boy. So check this out, let me show you what I saw. So right here, here's the pinion. Oops, turn the light on. See that? Those marks right there. You know what that is? That is because the pinion gear, that front gear where those roller bearings came from, that bearing spun. It seized and spun on there. So this rear end was rebuilt at some point. Okay. So I saw that and I was like, uh-oh. Hold on a second. So remember I said I could tell somebody put axle seals and stuff like that in there. And originally I thought it was an axle bearing. Obviously I was completely wrong. So back underneath this, let me show you something. All right, so coming in here, see all that damage in there? But the real kicker is if you look close, this is the seal surface here. You can see it's all beat to death. That's from somebody's tools beating it to death. But this is where the race of the bearing sits. And you could see that that outer race had spun. It had spun on there. So it's taken material off of the actual housing itself. So, in a case like this, the right thing to do is replace the whole thing. I mean, the whole housing, everything. Why? Okay, I've seen this before, and I've seen people try to repair them. What happens is when you have the bearing and it spins on, say, the pinion and the housing, like this one, what happens is now that spot where the race sits is not true. It may not be in line anymore. So somebody had rebuilt this. Like, I'm not getting the full story from the customer either as to what was going on. Like, they were so concerned about this noise in the rear end. Like, when the customer dropped it off, it was odd the way the customer described the noise and was concerned about the noise. Like, they knew something was going on, like they had a catastrophic issue once before, obviously. I have to keep adjusting these glasses, sorry about that. But it's just, so basically it boils down to, this was done already once before, and now it's getting done again. So, well, it's not getting done again, we're gonna put a rear end in it. It's the amount of labor involved and parts involved to rebuild this, for not a whole heck of a lot more. We're gonna put a whole unit in, a used one, yes, but it's better in the long run. The two races where they should be centered, how do you know when it's spun if it didn't build up material to one side? It's possible. Plus, like I said, the race didn't fit all that tight. The race popped out reasonably simple. So something happened, something's moving, and that's what helped that crush collar lose its tension, the preload on the bearings, because that thing had no preload whatsoever. The other thing too is here, if you look at the pinion right here, since that bearing had spun, and you could see it did dig in here, and it obviously dug in there. How do you know that that's true in line? How do you know it's not like this? You don't know. So at this point, oh, the weird thing too, sorry, one last thing.
The gears, well, usually the gear itself would get really messed up, but the gear towards this end is sharp as a razor blade. Down on this end, it feels like it should. Up here, super, super sharp. Don't know why, because the wear pattern actually doesn't look bad. So, I'm okay with the wear pattern, but
like I said, at this point, it's getting a whole rear. It's not worth rebuilding. It's gonna come back as a failure. I've seen it happen way too many times where people have tried rebuilding the rear ends and they just fail again. Just not worth doing. So we did order one. It's on its way. Found a used one with less than half the mileage of what's on this vehicle. So it is what it is. So I was wrong both times with that first video there. But at least now I know what's going on and it's gonna get a rear end. And I may not be the one that actually does the rear, maybe somebody else, because I'm onto a few other things. Got an interesting problem on a Chevy truck that I'm gonna make a video on very shortly. All right, guys, hopefully you're getting something out of my videos. If you are, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, have a great day. Keep wrenching.